when I was young, I want to do something about music, whether it be somebody doing shows behind closed doors or producing. But I didn't know I was gonna be rapping. You know what I'm saying? But here I am. Yeah.
That shit's crazy how you say you could write to a song. Just tone out the fucking dude.
That's crazy.
Hey, so tripping. He was like, "What do you do if it's like too fast? Like what, the one you're writing?" I was like, "Just slow it down. What you're saying."
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Unquestionable The Podcast.
Yes, sir.
We got a special guest today. Truly Goonie.
What's happening?
On the
What's
pod.
happening?
Appreciate you coming out, bro.
Appreciate you,
man. Thanks for coming out,
man. Like I was telling y'all got a dope setup, man. It's real professional. You know what I'm saying? It's dope, bro. I've been watching y'all shit too.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
For sure. Appreciate y'all having me.
No, so first off, like, you know, you're coming off of a album release. How's that been going, man?
Man, it's been dope. Yours truly, 14 unreleased tracks. I've been had it done a while. I was trying to shoot for like a Black Friday drop, but a lot was going on with the label. Rest in peace, Bam. Things was just on pause, and man, now it's back rolling though, you know. So it's just been sitting alongside with all my other shit. I got a lot of shit, bro. I got a lot of projects that's been sitting for years, and it's like kind of crazy when I go through it. Like, but it's going good, man. Sat down with No Paperwork Podcast last Saturday. The album dropped Thursday. Before that,
Recently.
Yeah, man, and this is the first time that I dealt with the label. I've done everything on my own since the beginning. I've been rapping since like November or December 2018, somewhere around there. So it's a little while. But this is the first time it's been like out of my control with the drops and stuff. Yeah. And we didn't really go over no marketing strategy or nothing like that. So man, they dropped 4 videos in a week. Man, I'm like, damn, that's what y'all on. But hey, it looks good. That's hell of a title right there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it dropped last Thursday. It's like, what, a weekend now? What is it, Saturday today? Saturday. Yeah, I dropped 4 videos in a week on my second podcast. And, you know, with this rollout, man, it's going good.
Moving. Working.
It's flooding.
Was that hard? Was that hard, something to kind of like grasp at first? You're like, damn, 4 videos in 1 week? Or
yeah, and I was like, damn. They was like, which one you want to drop next? We drop at 6. I'm like, are you sure? You know what I mean? But, and honestly, it's like awkward timing. It's like kind of been a rough week for the family, for my people. We took, going through a lot, bro. Shit just kind of went left, and it's just awkward as timing. So I really didn't even, if it was up to me, you know, I wouldn't even want to drop it, you know? But it is what it is, you know. Just when shit goes left, shit sour, just keep working and, you know, just hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and you know what I'm saying? That's all you can do is work, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's been cool, man. It's been cool. Appreciate y'all having me too, man. I was excited to be on this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on, bro.
Shit,
we've been trying to reach out to hella more local artists and Sacramento people and
shit.
But
I've been seeing that.
Haven't had hella people responding and shit. So appreciate you responding and coming back.
Hell yeah, no, it's good. Automatic. You know, I fuck with you. I fuck with your pops, man.
Appreciate that.
Shout out Mad Dog. I was speaking on him on the last podcast too, on how they're asking me like influences and shit, and like I was saying, that's like my first memories, bro. Is hearing your dad's voice in the backseat of a Benz type with hella beat, bro. It's crazy, full circle shit, like, and I'll be like, man, in the studio with people I grew up listening to, like from AWACS to probably tripping out. And the last thing I think is like, damn, we get some content and like trying to get out there more. That's why I'm here. You know, I'm just in the moment, you know what I'm saying? But man, you know I fuck with your pops, bro. And it's like first memories, bro. It's like hearing that fool's voice. And then years later, sneaking to Cates and whatever the fuck, drinking with my cousins and pointing out videos. Yeah, that's the homie right there. Yeah, the homies brought Woody to the hood. And I'm like 12, like, damn, that's crazy. To now I got songs with bro. And he came home, bro, and I was on his first album. He wanted me on the album. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy, bro. So, man, shout out Mad Dog, man. We here, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. So describe a little bit of that. You're saying, like, when you're with those people and shit, like, you're not even thinking to do content. Like, how is it being in that moment?
It's a trip, man. I'm the type of person just live in the moment type person. I never think to grab a camera or take a selfie or record nothing. It's a real adjustment for me. Like I've been doing it, like I said, like 5 years, and I'm still trying to get out there, get my personality in my face. Used to being in front of a camera, you know, so. Yeah. It's hard, bro, because I just be living in the moment. I got to remind myself, like, man, like the last, I did a podcast, I ain't post nothing about it. Like, I was like, damn, I should have got a picture or posted something that night or something like that, you know? I got a little something, but I don't know if they want to drop until then, but it's an adjustment, bro. But I'm getting used to it. I'm getting better, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling y'all, I'm looking into getting all this camera work and shit, you know? Yeah. Getting this album deal money, you know what I'm saying? Gonna reinvest in myself as much as I want to go ball out in order mall, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get me a little logo piece or something. I'm like, man, I gotta do what yeah. That's what I usually do with all my music too. Like, I Paint the City Purple went up, and I took that bread, and I went and got me like an NPC, try to force my hand to start producing beats. I always been infatuated with that part of music, and that's usually what I do. Sometimes when I find myself at like a standstill or stagnant, I'll upload a song, and like I said a day, I'm like, now you have to shoot the video, motherfucker. Yeah, so that's why, you know what I'm saying, I always reinvest in myself. And I'm about to get into all this shit. People gonna be seeing me a whole lot more, man. I got a lot of music. I'm shooting for at least 3 albums a year. It's June. We at the halfway mark, and I got 2 solo projects and 25 new songs and a handful of videos. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to keep it pushing. Try to do better what I was doing last year. You know what I'm saying?
Keep progressing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's the motto. Keep doing it.
So
with pushing out so much more, and pushing out so much more product and more songs and everything like that. And especially with nowadays and age, the marketing is all visually based. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to spend a lot of time, like you said.
You have
either taking videos or getting videos done and stuff like that. How has that been juggling, not only getting the songs done, not only getting the albums done, but also having to, learn out how to properly market it in today's climate, you know what I'm saying?
Man, it's a lot, because we came up in the era, well, it's a hell of a shift the past couple of years, but I was listening to Mac Dre pulling up. We're just talking about Mad Dog. Like, how many Mac Dre videos could you think of right off the top of the head? You don't.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker was like the biggest. It like, what? Like, I was listening to him now just unconsciously on shuffle. And so it's a whole nother time, and I wish I could just produce the music and that'd be enough. Because if that's what we're doing, you want to compare some shit, like I think it's real high quality and it's good music.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's almost like if you didn't shoot no content to it, it almost didn't, close to not even happening, bro. Yeah. You almost didn't even, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. So getting accustomed to it still, and what was the question again? My bad, bro.
It was just more of like, today's day and age, marketing is all visually based. You're already having such a heavy output. You're putting out a bunch of music, you know what I'm saying? How has it been not only putting out all this music, but also now having to uphold that end of it too, like the content side that we were talking about? Yeah.
It's been, like I said, learning experience, and when I get kind of like a standstill, I look at the people that, almost like on some street shit, when you're becoming a man, you're looking at your uncle that you like, and he does certain things, but you didn't like that one thing he did, so you'll take what you like. And then you look at your pops, how you like how he'd handle this, but you didn't agree with that. I'll look at like Burner, A-Wax, and see how they do they rollouts, and I would mirror it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with stealing some game. They don't got to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? So looking at the examples that I have around me, and because ain't nobody sit me down and tell me how to roll out anything or do anything, upload nothing. You know what I'm saying? I started my own YouTube channel, and I'm looking at how other people do their titles and shit. You know what I'm saying? So just looking around me, really, and just trying to adapt to the times. You know what I'm saying? And handle it like that. You know?
No, definitely. That's the same thing we did, bro. We deconstructed what we liked out of like other podcasts.
I
and
think
other
that's
things,
for everybody. That's like
choosy.
Yeah, on the way here, some kid that I put up on him last week, and he got a hat from me, and he just messaged me on Instagram talking about like, how'd you get your flow? Like, I'm trying to get into music, and I'm like, that's like asking a kid. I'm driving on the way here, like right now, bro. Just happened. I'm sending him a voice memo on the gram. I was like, that's like asking a young kid, what's your style in clothing? Like, how'd you get your style? It's like, bro, that's real. It takes time. Like, I've been writing since I was like in middle school, bro. And I'm about to be 28 next month. And I feel like I barely got like a flow that I hella like, that I've heard consistently within this past couple years, that it's just naturally coming. I was like, bro, it took that long though. You know what I mean? I've been rapping for 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes that's the hardest part too, just finding that comfortability with the flow that you're doing. Cause I mean, I know personally, shit, it's the same type of shit. When I first started, I didn't know what the fuck I'm doing. You're just going in there and trying to lay down whatever you can lay down, and then
especially when your dad is who he is.
Yeah, exactly.
How is that pressure coming out?
I come like this.
But you definitely, bro. Like when you came out, stuck out like a sore thumb. It's just yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what I try to do too. Is just make sure I'm original as possible. As much as I like other artists, I make sure. Man, it kills me when they say, why is he trying to sound like Messy Moore? And y'all hear my voice right now. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, fuck, I'm not trying to sound like him. But it's like, man, you know. But,
I mean, you can't fight it. That's a dialect at that point over years.
Yeah, it's my favorite artist, and I listened to him my whole life. Like, you're gonna kind of somewhat a little bit, but I always am reminding myself to try to be original as possible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To the littlest thing, to where I'm lyrical, and you can only rhyme so many words with so many topics, and then I'll hear somebody from around the way, Visalia somewhere, like in his verse, he said like the same bar as me, and I'm like, fuck, like, oh, I can't say that no more. Yeah, I'm not gonna record that, and I'll redo it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, try to stay original and shit, you know.
Nah, shit. Talk about that YouTube shit. I seen you just hit 1 million too on that video.
Yeah. No, that was 100,000.
100,000?
Yeah. I wish that was 1 million. That would have been a hell of a check. That's add another zero on that motherfucker. I appreciate it though.
Either way, that's a hell of a lot of fucking videos. Starting your own YouTube and fucking putting this shit going up, huh?
For sure. And I just barely got like my first YouTube check like 3 months ago. So that's another stream. But that's why I started it too, man. It's like coming into it, it was hard because every time I went on Thizzler or I went on Shima or I went anywhere else, my numbers was tripling. And it's like not just that one song, it's like you go, what dropped before that? A week before that? What dropped after that? Like it stuck out and it's doing way more than all what's around it. But I'm like, man, I know I could do numbers on there. But at the end of the day, this is a form of revenue. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was a long shot. It was for the long run move, and it was hard at the beginning. And the first song I did, as crazy as it sounds, that's the most views on my whole YouTube thing, bro. Like go to my first video, it's like 173,000 or something. Yeah, that's so it's crazy. Like when I seen that, and I was like, fuck, man, it's with the homie Desus Nuttos. I know that's gonna help the views and shit. Top Tier Game is a song, and I was like, man, it's not gonna get no views, and I just wasted this song, bro. Fuck. And that shit went up, and it was just like affirmation, like, bro, you're on the right track. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing your Douglas. It's gonna fall into place. So, yeah, man, it's dope, and I like it. It's easy to see everything. You can see my literally Like you go on Netflix and you could just watch the whole season 1 and the whole shit. You could go to my YouTube right now, see the beginning, and it's not hard to find. When these artists are dropping here, and there, like you look it up and it's just scattered, unorganized. Like you could just go back and look at my whole career from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? And see the progression and the quality and the sound and the flow and the style and shit and the money. You see the difference. Go back 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's dope, bro. Yeah, you see the real time.
Yeah, you see the time.
Progression. That's hard.
For sure. 5 years, that's a long time.
Yeah, it's the long run. Good. I mean, I'm glad that investment. I mean, it's a gamble. To do it at first. Like
it is.
Like how you say, you dropped the first video, you're just like, fuck, this shit not even gonna
Man,
crack.
I was stressed the fuck out, and I was like, somewhere like get my tires done or something. And I just like uploaded from my fucking phone too. And I was like, I don't know if that's gonna like lose quality. And I was all worried, but it worked out. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, bro.
That's dope.
Yeah, I'll never forget that.
And talking about, you want to invest into more equipment. You invest into your own YouTube channel. Now you have your own label, correct? Yeah. Break down that for us, the starting of that. What came from that? What's driving this independent drive from you? You know what I'm saying?
It's really from the beginning. I never really looked to sign or like the examples that I had of what I wanted to be like. It was all independent. We're from Northern California. Everybody around us is independent that we idolize, like from the Woodies to the Mac Dre's to they're all on that time. And I just knew, regardless if down the road I do sign, I still wanted something that I like could hold like a logo or a business that I could be proud of. So it'll be this and that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And incorporating my name with the star and the G with the it's Ghetto Star Records, by the way, GSR. And damn, that sound manny. So Yorkies is jumping the fucking pigeon in the backyard.
The homie's dog fighting in the backyard with the Yorkies.
That shit's so nuts. But yeah, man, just incorporating, like I did the TG. It really started for the name. I wanted a logo for my name. Cause you know how certain artists will have like the same font. It's all about branding, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the same font per
Consistency,
album. Yeah,
and
consistent. So I wanted a label or not a label, a logo for my name. And then when I seen it, I was like, oh, it just opened up some other shit.
Yeah, it's bigger than me type shit.
Yeah, it's bigger than me. And I'm like, man, I got to find out a dope name. I wanted to do something with GSR, is but it came about, the T and the G, truly Goonie, then it's a G, Ghetto Star. And kind of the reason why I came up with that name is it's kind of like there's a difference from ghetto and hood, Like you can introduce me to your grandma and your uncle that just got out, they both gonna love me. I'm not loud in the theater, but just kind of, but ghetto, I still was called that from in certain areas. You still walk in and you feel that those looks, and people judging you, and kind of regardless of how I carry myself, what I invest myself in, there's still gonna be people out there that's gonna look at me as ghetto. So like taking it in, like yeah, I'm from that, and I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? And I could have been further, but I had it hard. But in the streets, I'm a star. I'm a ghetto star. I'm always gonna be ghetto or hood, whatever you want to call me, and just embracing that. Like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that'd be dope for the label. And it just fit.
That's interesting to see the background on it.
Yeah, it goes deep. I'm a heavy thinker, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's cool because I mean, a lot of these people, they're not even really putting much thought into anything. But it's dope to see that the passion for it is showing through all the deep meanings and shit, and the hard work behind what you're doing.
You've been talking about like album rollout and stuff. What's that process like that? Going like for you right now. Is there anything that you kind of want to speak on or anything like that? Or at least not anything too crazy or anything like that. Anything you want people to know, at least for your fans supporting you?
As far as album rollout and shit, man. Northern Organized Records really put another battery in my back, bro. Like when they reached out
under your ass.
Yeah, and like I was in a moment of time where I stopped rapping probably once a month. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is one of them times I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about this shit, bro. And then I got a lot that's on standby, a lot of projects just collecting dust over the years. And it don't age well. You go through stuff in your sound forms and just topics of people. Like shit happens, unfolding the way you said it. They could take it the wrong way. And it's a bad timing now, don't drop it. And then just like fuck rap, bro. I was in a kind of a weird spot, and then they hit me like, man, let's do this. I did my homework. There was good people, and they was talking about a good number. It just motivated me. Like every time I get a little stagnant or something, bro, you get a little affirmation. Game gotta throw it in your face. You look around and you just be in the studio with somebody you grew up with, or somebody trying to throw an album deal at you. Or you, somebody you grew up listening to is commenting on your shit, or like, I see you, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep it up. I'm like, damn, you need those little affirmations, you know what I'm saying? Keep this independent artist going. But as far as anything I want the people to know, I don't know. That's kind of a wide question. That's a wide. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you.
Think about it.
Let the music speak for itself.
Yeah. Shit, listen to the music. That's what I want them to hear.
That's dope.
Real.
And speaking on working with NOR, how was that? How's that process different from,
cool.
you talk about, being so independent, how is that kind of having to not only take into account somebody else, but also they kind of hold the control in this situation a little bit.
Yeah, they do. Like I said, they dropped their 4 albums in a week. I was like, damn, that's crazy. But it was cool, man, because everything I do is my own bread. Like I'm paying for the videos, I'm paying for the studio time. They was like, man, we gonna take care of everything. All you gotta do is pull up and perform. I'm like, what?
Say less.
Say less, but I'm still so picky, bro. I still put money into it. I still put probably like $500-600 of like, let me take it to this engineer. Or let me get this beat. I was still doing it, bro. You can't help it when you. I am a perfectionist for sure, but it was cool, man, because I've never had to do anything where it was just like provided for me like that, where all I really had to do was just pull up and perform. So that was probably like the highlight right there. It's like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And just working with other artists too. Like, this is the most features I did on the album. So I just wanted to do something different, you know what I'm saying, and reach out. And there's a lot of people that pull me aside and it's like they want to hear me with this person or that person. And I want to start displaying that too, that I could adapt to other people's, even though it's my project, you still got to make sense as a sound. Yeah. So this person over here, like Mondo from Burn One ENT was on there. He doesn't talk about none of the shit I talk about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and we did a song, and it sounds like a song. It sounds complete. Yeah. And we're like, I just wanted to display what I could do as an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Show that you're versatile. It don't matter. It don't have to be stuck in a box.
Yeah, it's 14 songs, and I feel like it's probably like as transitions throughout, like maybe 9 and 10 sound the same because it's turning down, or maybe 3 and 4 because it's turning up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like as a whole, like they're all so unique. You know what I mean? But I hope they answered the question.
Yeah, no, definitely. and with that being said, how did the process working with them influence your approach to GSR going forward? You know what I'm saying?
It just showed the possibilities of it, and just everything's real professionally done and it looks good, and like damn, it kind of with everything, it'll raise the bar for you next time. Yeah, it's like, damn, now it's gonna be the debut. Not debut, but it's like I gotta follow up with my label produced album that gotta top this 14 new. Like, that's a lot. It was like, damn. So it just raised me to do better. You know what I'm saying? Push me to do better every time.
And the vision for GSR, is that more of right now still solo focused, or are you looking into like trying to get some artists under the label?
Not really. I haven't thought about that. As far as other artists, just solo. Cause keep it a buck. Like if somebody is working alongside that, I want them to be comfortable and happy. and I ain't made it yet. You know what I'm saying? So I got all the show I gotta throw at me, little bruh. So you know what I'm saying? Keep it 100 transparent. We have not made it. We have this rap checks is not paid off, but hey, it's monthly now, and it's took 5 years. Like I was talking on the No Paperwork podcast. I'm at a point now where it's monthly, and these past couple months, and it's been lovely, bro. And it's like if it ain't a band that features, it's these people reaching out for a show. It's a check from this or a check from that, and it's monthly now, bro. And it's fruitful. Starting to see the fruits of my labor. You know what I'm saying?
That's what keeps you going too. Man. Once you start seeing it in real time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's when you know to press the gas even harder, right? You know what I'm saying? When you get a taste of it, but you're like, no, I know where I can 10x this shit. You know what I'm saying?
So when that money start rolling in, you don't need nobody to tell you keep going.
Nah, you just see the deposit in the bank account, you're like, let's go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
No, so you got this one song, Fire, Bobby and Bibby. I want to hear the backstory, bro. You got to tell us.
Yeah, we was talking about this before we started. So, people who haven't heard this song, it's one of my favorites as far as flow-wise. This shit go Racimo. He's a producer out of Sacramento. He did a album called Greatest of All Tapes. And he was like, man, I want you guys on there. Both y'all, like, you guys, like, are dope together. I want you guys on this. Here's a beat. And my boy who was on it, 2400 was handing boy. That's my dog. It's like my brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't go, like, a couple days without speaking to him. And we're always, like, when I call him, like, I was about to call you. Or, like, we just talking about you. Just always on the same. We all got those certain people. Yeah. We're on the same type of time. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
So, like, we got the beat, and we went our separate ways. And then I think we linked up, and we pulled up somewhere in front of a bar. We thought we were gonna go have a couple drinks. We didn't. I put on Mac Dre, 3C romp, and while he smokes before we went inside. I think we ended up just staying in the car, just talking. It don't matter where you go, where your folks. Yeah. Went to bars in a parking lot, didn't even walk inside. And I'm writing. I usually Cito trips off the shit too, because he seen me do it. I'll listen to a song that's on with and not a beat, and I'll write. I'll just turn off their tune out their vocals.
Nah, see, that's trippy. That's hella.
So that's crazy.
I was writing like 8 bars to 3C romp, Mac Dre, and then I finished later. And then I didn't show him what I was writing. He didn't even know I was writing that song. And then we get to the studio to finally record Bobby and Bibby, and he spit his verse. He said something about Cadillac and doing and lines quoting the Kings and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I said something about a lack. Might see me in the Benz, but I love the lacks. And I'll never lack or some shit like that. And then I was talking about certain twofold behind me, like I can't remember the bars, but we gotta slap that shit. but I was saying Kings players, and he was saying Kings players, and we're on topic, and we're looking at each other like, all right, cuz it's getting weird now. What the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? But that's probably one of my most memorable moments recording throughout my whole career. It's like we went our separate ways, came back, and we're on topic. And the whole video was like Sacramento Kings thing week. I was like, damn, we gotta go to the Golden One and shoot. We went, and I was trying to get the beam. They lost that day. Like, God damn it, man.
Reality of being a Kings fan, bro.
Yeah, for real. They won the next day too. It was like, damn.
Can't count on for shit.
For real.
Now I gotta pay a videographer for twice as much shit.
I know. I almost had the cameraman double back. I'm like, I think they gonna win. Took it the phone call. They up like
tomorrow.
just roll by. Where you at? You downtown? But nah, yeah, that's probably one of my most memorable moments because it's just so crazy, bro. Like, it's when you come across moments like that, it's like, damn, I'm supposed to be doing this. You know, it feels good. You know what I'm saying?
No. To take it farther back, I just wanted to ask, like, what even got you into making music to start with?
I'm a music head. I'm a music lover. The same way people look. I've never watched a show in my life. I've tried and I can't finish them. They get boring. You know what I'm saying? I've never finished a show. So like just how people will look at, oh, the new BMF is coming out. I look at, oh, 38 Special about to drop and what? You collabing with who? So like I'm a music head, bro, and I'll listen to it a week straight and try not to play too much around my daughter and my girl because, you know, they'll be like, God damn, you play something else? You know what I'm saying? But just being a fan of music first, dissecting it. I was probably like in middle school when I first started writing and just dissecting it, bro. And I don't know what the fuck inspired me to do it. I was talking about that too in the last podcast. Like when I was in middle school, I had an uncle in the neighborhood. Santana is in a group called New Era. Not a lot of people rap back then. Mm-hmm. It did. My brother, his mom's side, the Morenos in the neighborhood, they had a Moreno Jam Records. I would be in the studio where they record young, like 12, 13. So it was always around me. And I don't know what, I can't tell you, bro. I don't know. I was just dissecting the music. And one day, I bought Tear Gas album in 2009, the Jacket album from a store, Dimples in Sac, and went home playing that shit over and over. And I started writing whenever the Jack wrote, and then I realized, oh, the 16, that's a verse, and 08 is a hook, it's just 4 loop. Oh, he gets away with 12 sometimes. And then I taught myself how to count bars, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what the fuck motivated me to do that, bro. I couldn't tell you. just being a fan of music and dissecting, you know, like I'll listen to music. I could ride around that fucking just a saxophone type shit, you know what I'm saying? And just dissecting the music, bro. And just, I don't know what did it. I knew when I was young, I want to do something involving music, whether it be somebody doing shows behind closed doors or producing, but I didn't know I was gonna be rapping. You know what I'm saying? But here I am.
Oh, that's meant to be.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy how you say you could write to a song. Just tone out the fucking dude.
That's crazy.
Hey, so tripping. He was like, "What do you do if it's like too fast? Like what, the one you're writing?" I was like, "Just slow it down. What you're saying? Take out a couple words." But sometimes, like, cause you hear the same shit. And I don't got the luxury of time to leave and come back the next day with a new ear. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to knock this shit out. Yeah. If I'm at stuck, let me hear something that might influence me. Put some new Rich the Factor on or some new music, put some new burn on, and I'll write. You know what I'm saying? Gotta catch that vibe and I'll just speed it up. Maybe you add in a the or a of and make it the bar a little longer so it'll fit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do.
Yeah, that a couple syllables in on that shit. Yeah, that's a trip. When I'm in the studio tuning, like you're doing a verse for someone or something, I just be like, hey, mute that shit, just play the beat, keep going. I can't focus.
But yeah, sometimes just hearing that same beat, it gets repetitive and you get like, you know, start to feel like work. It gets a little dull. And then it's like, damn, this beat ain't as tight as I thought it was. You heard it for 2 hours trying to write. Like, fuck that. Nah.
So wait, I gotta know, are you like, you'll go to a totally different like BPM or does it have to be a song like?
No, I don't gotta be the same. Like I want to write.
That's crazy.
Hell no.
That's tricky, bro.
Imagine like if you're writing and you're trying to scroll through to find the same BPM. Nah, I'm just putting on whatever.
I know, but just like, you know, you hear it, you be like, oh, this is like similar to this song. Like you can hear like similar.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why. That's crazy though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a technique of mine. I don't suggest it to nobody.
Nobody trying to start out rapping.
Yeah, so that's just my style.
That's just what I do. Behind the madness, for real. That is hard.
That's dope.
I mean, that just goes to show you. I mean, give people a look on the inside and like what the hell is even going through your mind when you're making music, which is dope, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because it's like everybody's approach is different, bro. Like some people go words first, some people go melody first. Like some people go like, some people go beat first. Some people like don't even have the beat by the time they had the whole song written.
And for me, it's like different every time, bro. Like I could be too busy and I haven't written, and I wrote the song to a beat. Like I said, I forced my hand, like type shit. I booked a session because I knew I needed to do a song, and I didn't have it written yet. and I've been so busy, life be lifing, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my way there. I'm like, damn, bro, you hungry? Let's pull over, eat. I gotta write this shit anyways. We're 20 minutes away. Went and got some food. As I'm writing, get there, song's done. Other cases, when I did the NOR, I got all the beats first, went home, put my headphones in, and I wrote a notebook, or like handwritten, track 1. And when I pulled up, knocked out 7 songs in a day, and all of it was not mixing, like in the booth. Next one just was in the booth for how long? And like probably like an hour, 30 minutes, I don't know. But it's all different, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever makes sense within that time.
Yeah, whatever feels good makes you make that most authentic sound.
Yeah. When I first started rapping, bro, it's crazy. The Road Running album I did in 2018, when I was booking those studio sessions, bro, it was no beat, no nothing. And I thought that's how like you do it. Cause like my boy Hearn was like, yeah, it's good. Just pull up to the studio and I'll cook it right there for you. And I'm like, all right, I guess that's what they do. So I'm literally writing to hi-hats and bass lines as he's building the beat. And by the time he's done with the beat, I'm done with my verse type shit. Yeah. So it's all, it's so many ways to do it, bro.
Yeah.
You know
and that's like how a lot of people work nowadays. So it's good that you built that muscle early and you're able to,
honestly,
knock out a verse out of studio.
Now that I look back at that, it's like, I was starting off without a beat.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
Because think about a lot of these kids who start off writing in their room, and then they come into a situation where they're like, they pull up on Truly Goonie and he said, hey, hop on the song. A lot of them, they can't write in, 30 minutes or a few minutes.
That's how I knew I was gifted though, bro, is when I first came out and all these people reaching out trying to collab, and I'll be in the studio, right? And not to put no names out there, but we'd be recording this shit. And it'd be like, this dude is a big guy. This guy is big known. And they've been rapping way longer than me. I'm like 6 months in. And the beat comes on. I'm like, all right, for sure. I'm done with my shit, like 15 minutes. And niggas is like, you're done? I'm like, yeah. You get to recording. This nigga did one take. I'm like, what the fuck? And then like I was sitting there like, damn, hours, and people were like recording and shit. It's like, damn, I didn't know people would take so long. It sounds so good that the engineers, you would never know. Like a video though, you look at a real professional video, that should probably take all day sometimes too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A full treatment. Sometimes they're writing it for 3 different days, different locations every day. You know what I'm saying? And
I can't wait to get into that shit. That's
crazy.
what I'm gonna do with my album. I'm gonna get a camera, bro, and I want to do some storyline shit. I want to just capture moments for personal shit. I really want to get into that camera thing. We was talking about that before we started. It's a rabbit hole, bro.
No, definitely.
The lenses to this, to that.
It's just, there's so much, the brands, everybody has a different preference on brands, but not even that. It's just also so much to even look into.
It looks like one of those things, bro. Like you look around one day, it's like, how the fuck did I get here? And you spend how much money on what?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm kind of scared to get into it. I don't want to look around. I got $10,000 of equipment, and I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Because I was looking at that Amazon motherfucking list with the cart. I'm like, oh damn!
I was telling you otherwise.
What the fuck am I doing? The cart.
What do I think I am right now?
Who am I?
That's funny.
But nah, I want to get into that shit too.
You should, bro. I mean, I can't wait to see what you're gonna do with all that shit, bro.
Hell yeah. And like, I'm so hands-on with everything. I do my graphics and everything, bro. So like, my album work, this is this last album, I didn't do that. Chris Anthony did, but I did the back, the track list.
Mm-hmm.
I do all my singles, everything. So
what do you
I'm real
usually make them
hands-on.
on?
Huh?
What do you make them on? Like the track list
just Canva. It's like $15.99 a month or something.
I'm fucking
basic
faithful
as
Canva.
fuck.
Shout out to Canva.
What I do is a formula that is real easy. So people that don't want to spend $50, $60 for every song you do for a cover, I get the video done, and then I skim through the video. Once I get it back from the videographer, screenshot something from the video. Keep some fonts that you like to the side, or write them down. Keep them in your notes or something. And just ain't shit, bro. Put the little parental advisory thing in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Put my logo in there and everyone, the name of it, and throw some effects on it. And nowadays, bro, you don't even gotta do all that. People will drop an album cover with like no words, no nothing. It's just
Picture.
like,
Just a
yeah,
picture.
it's just a
Crazy
picture.
picture.
Like so, that's what I did with the last album was G. It was just my side of my face throwing up the G, just like a professional ass dope, like wide angle focal length lens.
Yeah.
It got the environment of the park and the turf, and it's just the logo on the side. Boom, done.
Yeah, fine.
And I like all I had to do was get that from the photographer, throw my logo in there, and it's done.
And I kind of like that now. I kind of like
It
that
looks
shit
clean,
where
ain't it?
people do shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Rather
it
than
looks- the reason why I do that too is because I eventually want to get some vinyls, like collectibles and
Yeah.
shit, and sell them, like sign them and sell them.
Mhm.
But just to have, just imagine like your own studio room and like vinyl, everything is like
Hella vinyls.
hella professionally done. Not like no $30 fucking cover that you had fucking this guy do and it just looks crazy. Like
yeah.
you just get a professional. That shit cost $500 for that photo when I did that photo shoot. You know what I'm saying? So like that shit is like gonna be timeless when I have it like up on the walls. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
Hell yeah.
And it also like it's kind of like intentionally minimalist in a sense. Like sometimes you see some of these like busier album artworks and it's just like,
Yeah.
you know,
it's like
it's
a
not
lot.
something you're just bound to click on. I don't know, but you see a picture and it like piques your interest. I'm gonna click on it. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah,
but
like
I've
I remember
doing
Nipsey. I remember Nipsey talking about people feeling some type of way. He did one album when it was red, and then he was like, "There's a reason behind everything. Red is the most eye-catching color. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a stop sign, red light. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there's you got to go with that eye-catching shit too. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that goes into it. It's content.
No, for sure. And you even go into it with businesses and shit. Like you'll notice most like major fast food restaurants and major corporations will have base colors of red and yellow because they're eye catching. It's like psychological marketing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You look at like Wendy's, McDonald's, like all these In and Out, all
every
of them,
color.
they have red and yellow because it's gonna stand out to you.
Every color got its own like what it does to you psychologically. Like I think blue like is warmth and comforting. I didn't want y'all to worry about nothing, so I'm good. But like it all goes into place, so it's deeper than what you know what I'm saying, the surface.
No, definitely.
With
But
everything.
talking about a little more about the gear, what are you kind of looking forward into? Are you just gonna get into music videos, or do you also want to get into like more content behind the scenes type stuff, more access for your fans?
That too, because with the music videos with YouTube, it copyright claiming the music, even though I'm still getting my money, but my copyright that I do is claiming it from my YouTube.
Yeah.
But like the vlogs is like I'm getting money for that. You know what I'm saying? So like I want to get into more vlogs behind the scenes, put my personality more out there, and get into that. Get into maybe some behind the scenes shows or something like that. I think that'll be dope for people to see. Like remember back in the day, like we'll see interviews of people fresh off the stage and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like you never see nothing like that no more.
Nah,
Backstage.
So like I
MTV days and shit.
yeah, like I'd want to bring a camera, just shoot my little brother $1 or something, you know what I'm saying? And have him tag along, bro. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be hanging around, nigga. I put it in the pot, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing shit like that, you know, and just capturing, like we're talking about earlier, like if I go on a trip with my daughter, capturing that, you know what I'm saying? And just personal stuff.
Yeah.
And nowadays, like it's all reels and shit. I probably won't even post half the shit on YouTube. Probably just be on IG reels or YouTube shorts or something like that. You know, everything's content based, bro. It's a trip because I know you kind of have to be a content creator to make music, and that shit is so irritating, bro.
You gotta have your personality.
I'm the type of person I'm never sad on Instagram. You can't figure out if I'm mad. So a lot of people will just harden their sleeve on the gram or try to figure out people through Instagram, and it's like, it's not that serious to me. Like, if I didn't make music, I probably would not have an Instagram. You know what I'm saying? But people would just be calling me through Instagram. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? 11,000 people.
To this
Like,
day,
you think you could just call somebody?
And they're just gonna answer and be like, "Hey, what's up, bro?"
Fuck. I had to turn my
at
Insta.
night.
Bro, I had to turn my Insta. This is real shit. But like, I had to turn my Instagram notifications off. And then like, bro, you can't just fucking call me, bro. This is crazy. Fucking pretty face 408 underscore. And he's like, who's that? I don't know, babe. I swear to God. Bitch just fucking calling me. Or like, you know, man, that's crazy. I don't know how we got on that, but that's real shit. That's crazy. I don't fuck with that social media shit.
I turned my shit off.
I turned it off, bro. Can't do it. But
that's gotta be tough though if you're like not inherently that person who
yeah,
like,
it sucks, bro.
You know?
It sucks because I gotta get out of my comfort zone all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't ever think to be on my phone like that. But you know, it's I'll get it.
Yeah,
I'll get it down.
Shit, you'll look back like in a few years. You're gonna look back and be like so content minded. Like you're gonna be like, oh, let me get my phone out. Oh, let me get this out.
I seen this post
like,
today, bro. I'm his husband on the way over here. He was like, I can't tell if these niggas is content creators or gangsters. And I'm like, damn. See, that's that shit. I don't want to lose no stripes, niggas. Niggas, dumb ass niggas on the block out there with a selfie stick, boy. Like that. That's crazy. It's gonna be a transition, bro. You know, we trying to be here for the long run. You know,
and it sucks though. But that's like shit. You look at it from every facet, every industry.
Yeah.
Like to be a successful entrepreneur right now. You might not need like great social media presence, but you need a little bit of social media or internet presence if you want to be successful, if you want to stick with people, if you want people emotionally tied to your brand or whatever it is, you have to give them a little bit of access to you.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because for people who aren't inherently that way,
people,
it's like, damn, I have to get out of my comfort zone. But shit, if you want to do, like we think of that too, like, damn, we don't want to have to be like all like on camera all the time, but at the same time, shit. If we actually want to do this, we have to do things that are gonna funnel attention into this. And that's the social media. That's the things of that nature, which vlogs, other videos too. So I feel like it's a battle.
What was your guys' experiences like? Were you guys heavy on was it like a transition or?
No, it was hard, bro. I mean, we were recording ourselves for.
But I remember even telling you like you're asking me some advice.
When I first met you, I was like, because I fucking was like,
you thought I had it down, huh?
Yeah, I swear to God. So hearing you say that, it's like, okay, like makes sense now. But fucking when you were just saying, I'll just do it, make myself do it. It's the same thing, and like.
And I was telling you too, might help some people was like. A lot of schedules is post or scheduled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I was scheduled post, bro, because I'm out doing my thing, and I don't gotta worry about pulling out my phone and like you know what I'm saying?
Shit, it's 5 o'clock.
I schedule reels all day, so I don't even gotta be in my phone. People might think like that's what I hate about social media too. It'll open up conversations. Like you'll post something and then somebody could think they'll just start a fake convo and shit. Like, oh, like that's crazy.
Pieces on it and shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. You was eating there too, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? But damn, I sound big headed, bro. Let me.
No, it's funny. We had
this real shit though.
It's random people too, bro.
Yeah,
like
me and my cousin was saying the same shit. It's like just literally like 2 nights ago talking about social media. It's like He said, I'm not going on no social media. Like, I'm not fucking with it, all this shit going on. I'm cool. And then he was like, and it opens up conversations. And I was like, what you mean? Like, you'll post something and then people would think it's okay to message you.
No, for real.
Or like, I like just comment like, hey, hit me back. Or like, just call me. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people will post on, people will post on their story like, man, I love my bro. I love you to past death. Like, why don't you just tell that man, bro? Tell that man.
Give him a call, pick up the phone.
Yeah.
That's my pet peeve. If you fucking, if you text someone something that you could just call them real quick and be like, hey, real fast. And you like, oh, what'd they say? I'm still waiting for.
And people take things so personable too. Like if you like, damn, I gotta shout you out for your birthday. I can't find a pic. I'm driving right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't tell me happy birthday, nigga. I'm here at your birthday party. You better cut it out.
I brought a present
shout me out. But you know, people see them numbers and you know, see a whole nother side of them. When they see them numbers, they just want some followers and shit.
I feel like it's dependent on the person too. Like you said, if you weren't doing music, you wouldn't be in social media that much. Like shit, before this, I wasn't on social media at all. I might have posted once every 2 years or something. Like, you know, I'd be like scrolling or something, but I wasn't posting. I wasn't interacting.
Yeah.
So now doing this, it's like I kind of have to get out of my comfort zone, kind of respond to people. Hey, oh yeah, thanks for checking it out. All this type of stuff that I wasn't doing before. Or, you know, even like paying attention to like how we have to post on this or like do reels and like, you know, shorts and things of that nature from the longer form content. It's like, and also, I don't like doing this.
Just being posted every single day, just like being able to look at yourself in that light, like when when you just kind of when you are also on the other side too, when you're just like not being posted, you're just watching, you're scrolling, you're all that stuff going on. But it's just different, just being in this light, like almost every other day, just being posted. The thumbnails, the this, the that.
I'm like, damn, everybody gonna get tired of seeing my face.
No, I was like, damn.
For
I was like,
real.
people don't want to see me no more.
Like, he posting again?
Exactly. So for us coming from like nothing to like all this, it's like it feels like too much. It feels like it's easy to doubt yourself and be like take anything as like, oh shit, well this isn't performing like the other ones do. We should just not post it as much because ultimately you have to keep posting if you want to funnel the attention.
Consistency is key though. We just gotta keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
And really, ultimately, just getting over that hump of just realistically, who gives a fuck what people think? Like,
That's what I was at too. Like I think one of the pivotal moments, I can't remember what stage I was at, but I think it might have been starting rap. It's like, bro, I don't want to be no rapper. I was kind of peer pressured into it, man. Like my boy was like, man, I'll pay for your studio time. Like you gotta go. And then you're at a point where like you kind of concerned about what people think of you, regardless of what people say. But then I was at a point where I was going through too much in life, like to give a fuck about any. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, you got to get over that too. It's like, if you care about what people think about you, I'll be seeing some crazy comments and some of it is funny. Some of them be getting close, like, oh, how they know that? Now some of it is way out, like, what the fuck are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if you're worried about that, this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying?
There's always going to be people saying something.
Especially if you're putting yourself out there on a platter for people to like put out their opinion, you know, in music and podcasting, whatever it is. If you're putting yourself out, you know, for people to enjoy, you also have to be realistic that some people aren't gonna enjoy it, you know.
And they might be one time somebody tried to insult me because in the last interview I did, or not the last one, but for the Soul podcast, I was talking about how I grew up in like every neighborhood in Sacramento, and not every neighborhood, that sounds crazy, but a lot of neighborhoods, like from good and bad. And then they sent me something somebody I don't get along with to Instagram. They was trying to trigger something. They was like, what are you out there in the Thomas with your dad or something? And I was like, damn, you had to watch the interview. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just keep watching me, bro.
Exactly. It's like nobody's watching you, Doug. So I hope you know that. I hope you know that.
Like, yeah, I am. Like, what do you want to do? Yeah.
Exactly.
I be stressing watching my video and shit.
Fuck this guy.
God damn it. I'm still like it though.
God damn it.
No, it's funny. On the first season we did, I forget what the fuck we were talking about. We were talking shit on like British food or some shit, and they were just, bro.
Oh, we were talking about accents.
This man in the comic accents or
something.
something.
This dude said, "How could you take somebody serious if they got a knife?" And then he said, "We goes like this or something."
They was on there commenting from like the UK or whatever, and they're like, "You wouldn't last a day in the trenches out here and shit."
Walk down Hackney Lane, bro.
Hey,
like
real talk. Not to put that out in the universe, but I'd rather get shot than stabbed. They ride around on scooters with bouncing out sticky.
No, exactly. And we were like joking around though, like so it wasn't like if you would have watched the whole conversation, you would have saw, but it was a reel. So basically, it gets to the UK.
It was like damn near rage bait.
There was hella people just like
That's another thing too, though. Like with this camera rolling, like I'm never talking about politics or never talking about religion. There's somebody out there. And that's another thing I never thought about until I talk about is like somebody's like culture. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody's gonna really disagree passionately, not like you and disagree with what you're saying. Yeah. So like, what the fuck I look like cutting off this whole factor possible supporters, you know what I'm saying? Or potential supporters because I'm talking about fucking making fun of you guys fucking up.
Just doing some shit.
Making fun of somebody's accent. That's hella funny.
But that's the thing too. But at the same time, the people like you for like what it is that you're like. You know, your sense of humor, what things like that. So to some people, that's like totally unserious. They think it's funny, but to others, they're like, bro, you really think we're soft? Like, you know what I'm saying? And we're like, bro, we're making fun of your accent. We're not really thinking you guys are soft. We understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
hella randomly, I was at the park, bro, with my girl and my daughter. And I was like, you ever heard of a German sneeze? She said, no. I was like, I sniped something. I see like some clip or so, stole the joke.
that's hella funny.
Yeah, you gotta be careful what you say on here, man. Motherfuckers just dissecting that shit.
For you.
No, for sure, bro. We've all had a clip where people have passionately disagreed with us. Like this fool had that one, or he also had one where he said he hated Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool, and people came for his head, bro.
I said Ryan Reynolds wasn't funny.
People came for his head. He said something about funny. He said, I hate ugly people, and people were like,
me hella ugly in the comments. They're like,
you ugly as fuck,
I was thinking the same thing as I was watching this or something. The funniest moment, somebody's like, the craziest part is I was totally agreeing with this video, but I noticed it was because I was looking at an ugly person or something.
Straight clowning, bro.
That's fucked up.
And it's funny to us because like we talked about this with Splash too, bro. It's funny to us because like shit. I mean, the same way we joke about people, we're not taking it serious or be like, man, really fuck them. We're just like, oh, you know, it's a joke.
Like, damn, you got me right there.
Yeah.
You got me.
That's hella funny.
And there's people that would be hella passive, like they'll like comment something just to be passive, like just say some bullshit just to fucking like comment it. Like, what the fuck's the point of commenting something passive as fuck?
When this dude made a joke, so he said something about homeless people begging on the side of the road. He said, I need help too, like joking around though. But he was just saying that because like we drove by, there was just like a group of like people who they clearly probably had a house or whatever, but they were just like asking for money or whatever. And he was just like, I need help too, like as a joke. And somebody came back and like just wrote a whole think piece about like homelessness. And it's like, we weren't really talking about politics or like our feelings on homelessness. Like he was just joking around. Like
people got a lot of time, bro. Yeah. They'll write a whole fucking, it looks like a description of a movie in your fucking comment section. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if it's something that they disagree with.
That right there.
That's crazy.
For sure. Proofreaded it and everything.
And then it sucks doing this too because you're like, shit, you got like a camera on you. You're saying all this stuff on like wax, and then shit a year later, like we were talking all this shit about Tyrese Halliburton and how Fox is way better. We're lucky we kept Fox and shit. And now look at him. He's in.
No, we don't got Fox and he's in the finals.
Yeah, he's in the finals cooking.
Right
bunch of buzzer beaters. So we even post like shit like that. Like, oh, that didn't age well, you know? Because shit, like.
Damn.
It catches you up, you know, whether it's good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, you're on camera, bro. So
I need to get better about that. I'll have a couple of drinks and I start saying whatever.
Y'all drink on here too sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes. Usually we do, yeah.
Damn, y'all wasn't fucking with me today though?
No,
I'm not drinking right now.
Yeah, so them two, they weren't drinking,
playing.
but also it usually depends if somebody requests it or something, they're like, hey, can we drink? Yeah, we're going to do it. But for some people,
It is only like, 4 p.m. when I pulled up. Maybe it's not
bro, we started earlier. Me and this fool already fucking half a bottle of Henny.
No, so it usually depends. Like if that's the vibes for sure. But, you know, sometimes, you know.
Well, I'll double back, man. I'll double back with a bottle.
Pull out the bottle. I'm just on a little hiatus right now.
I know.
First week.
Talking about getting my personality out there, y'all gonna see, man.
We got to do that then. Because we got
goes off Priv, do like what they call that one podcast, Drink Champs.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hell of a marketing strategy. Like that one show where they do the hot wings and shit.
Oh, yeah.
When they asking you hella questions, the questions get more complex.
And then it gets hotter and hotter.
The wings get hotter. And then you being drunk on that part, like, bruh, people are smart, man.
It's crazy.
Definitely.
Now the hot ones is hella funny. I be watching that.
That's just hella funny.
They're thinking, they're like, fuck, like my mouth's burning.
Hey, what's that movie? You remember that movie, Bridesmaids?
Yeah.
The girl who's getting married in that movie. She was on that the hot wings one, right? And she was like, "I'm gonna need you to do me a favor." He asked a question. She was like, "What?" He said, "What?" He's like, "I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up."
I can't think straight.
Hey, real talk. I used to really watch a lot of those the hot wings show.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You gotta get a bottle next time though, man. What you guys drink?
No, definitely.
They drink
cognac. What type of Henny though?
Douce usually.
You drink the regular Henny, huh? You drink the Privilege or the other one?
I'll do either. Really, we've been on Douce.
We've been on Douce Tab.
And if they don't got Douce, then we'll grab a bottle of Henny.
My girl put me on Douce. That's crazy. Just think I got a girl that drink Douce. She's a hog for that. She ain't drinking in a minute though. I got her on Privilege, and I used to drink nothing but Privilege for years, but I transferred over to whiskey this past like year.
I can't do whiskey.
I was with I'll tell you what, man, it's not easy. It's fucking unpredictable as fuck. That's why I don't like tequila, because I can't like time it and shit. Yeah. But I was out drinking with my unks, and there was at a time where nothing's open. All the liquor stores is closed and shit. And he was like, man, I got this whiskey. I'm like, man, this motherfucker showing your age. And I was like, let me try that. And I ended up liking that shit. So
what kind of whiskey was it?
I don't know what he had. It's some purple label. I don't know.
Shit. I remember one time I had my fake ID when I was in college, and then I went to some fucking random bar out there. I was like, give me some good shit. I was like fucking nights. I don't know what good shit is. I'm drinking Smirnoffs and beers and shit. Yeah. They brought me like some fucking expensive whiskey. And I say expensive for me at the time, like $50, $40.
Yeah.
As a college kid, I was hella broke. But then they're like, they don't give me no chase. They didn't mix it with nothing. I was like, what am I supposed to? They're like, oh, drink it with water. It brings out the taste. Fucking drink, but it brings out that nasty. Like people like that, but I didn't. I was like,
yeah, but whiskey is with time. Like when the ice melts, it gets a little. I like the taste of it, but like I'm an animal though. I could drink Privilege like with no fucking chaser type shit. So I could drink whiskey, bro. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm so used to cognac at this point. Even last night, we went to the Giants game and I ordered a whiskey and Coke because they didn't have no cognac. I got like a Jim Beam and Coke, and bro, like I was like halfway through it, and I looked at this one. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna call it up. I'm gonna call it quits for the night. I just put that shit down. I was like, this shit tastes like ass.
I can do Crown.
It depends on what you get.
I do Crown Royal. Isn't that whiskey?
Yeah, but that's the thing is like I don't know. I'd never had Jim Beam, so yeah, it wasn't for me.
Jim Beam's rough.
Yeah, it was strong. I was like, nah, I'm cool.
I got these fools on the cognac hype a few years back. They were drinking Captain Morgan for the longest time.
No, that's cap. We were broke. Yeah. It's different. We were in college broke.
You guys was in college together. Broke. That's how y'all know each other. Or?
Yeah, we went to high school together, and then me, this fool, us three, and then our other homie. We all moved out to Hayward and went to East Bay.
Oh damn!
And then they went to they took off and went to Fullerton in LA.
Yeah,
that's what's up, man.
But I remember I went down one time. I ain't seen them in a few years, and I'm like, "Where's the alcohol at?" They pull out a handle of fucking Captain Morgan.
Good shit.
Yeah, we had that good $16 handle, bro.
I was like, I can take it.
It's like now I can get the bottles, bro. But
Captain Morgan was cheap.
I feel out of place, man. I graduated continuation school in high school, and with 30 people, y'all all went to college and shit.
Yeah, we fucking.
That's dope, though,
me and
bro.
this fool, I've known him since fucking. Played baseball and shit back in the day.
Yeah, we played like T-ball and shit against each other and shit. And same with him. Like we played baseball against him. Same with him. He was a little older than us, but I played baseball against him when I was younger. So like we all grew up elementary school type.
That's
middle
how it
school,
should be, bro.
Like that.
Most of the people I hang out with is family, but if it ain't, it's like long history like that. That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
that's dope. Man, I'm glad I came to this location though, because I know you guys film a couple different ones, huh?
Yeah.
Usually, we just fucking run and gun, bro. Like. I mean, the last few episodes, we just been, fuck it, we're here, we'll just do it right here, like, type shit, wherever we're at.
We've done some.
I wanted this one with the logo and shit.
Yeah. Everybody wants to come to this one.
Yeah. No, this one's for sure the favorite. But for some people, it's more convenient to like. So I live out in the Bay Area, so if it's more convenient out there, we'll like book something out there and we'll just film there. Or if you know somebody has a cool setup or something that we can shoot out, like when we went to Vallejo and did the Good Company, when we were just able to set up, just kind of run and gun, bring our stuff and just real quick setup and just shoot it.
Oh, y'all did some Good Company shit?
Yeah, we did it with Splash, the director.
Oh, that's dope. Oh, yeah. I've seen that one.
We got to watch one of his live sessions. A couple of his live sessions, and then did the interview. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, that's dope. I like how they did that backyard boogie shit. That shit was tough.
Yeah, it was cool to see it. Like, when we pulled up, it was like, oh, damn, this is straight up what it really looks like.
Yeah. They built, like, it's crazy because, like, they built this whole infrastructure in their own town. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about building in like your own little, like the neighborhood you grew up, building the infrastructure for like local artists, local producers, local pianists,
tight,
local
man.
instrumentalists and stuff all to come and collaborate together and work
it's
together.
really cool.
And it's a cool environment, bro, for real. It was a cool experience.
Yeah, I remember when I was first seeing it, I was like, damn, that's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like a resort for like content creators almost. Like
Not content, but yeah,
But like
musicians.
music in general,
musicians,
yeah.
For sure. But like, yeah, it's crazy. They had a girl back there playing the harp. Like they had all this shit going on, bro. It was
the light
sick,
instruments,
bro.
the violinist in there, so he was getting down.
Yeah, so.
Oh yeah, we seen
Got
Russell
keys.
spin with that violin, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool to see the live band.
Bro, we need Russell on this bitch.
No, for real.
Eventually.
Splash
no.
plug us.
Shout out to Russell. He did like one of our posts, so shout out him
That's
for sure.
dope, man.
He popped his head in, I guess they said.
Yeah.
I didn't see him.
He
but-
did. But he just kind of looked at us and then just put his
I
hand
seen
out.
he just made a appearance on Snoop Dogg's. Is it a crime album? I was slapping that shit, and like the third track, I heard you hear Lil Russell's like, so you just yell out, you know, I'm like, damn, that's fucking tight. That's dope.
Yeah,
It's
he just did like a
crazy,
theme song for the
Giants.
The Giants. Did they play it when you guys were there?
No.
Yeah, didn't hear it.
We didn't hear it or nothing, but we did talk about it. He was kind of just talking about like what it was like shooting the whole thing because they had a couple different visualizers throughout Oracle Park. Bro, the shit looks sick, you know. And then he just posted the other day. He did
That's an independent bass right there.
he
man.
just did a theme song for like an RV repair company, and I was
Really?
like, bro, he's unlocking bags that people aren't even thinking about. Because now some motherfuckers are gonna start paying for like local rappers to do theme songs for
Hey,
different
bro,
companies
my
and shit.
boy Custom Kings, he does custom for raps, cars, whatever the fuck. Man, I did a feature for this for like a year ago. You catting off, fool. My boy Edgar. He was like, man, I want a theme song for the shop. I'm like, it's good. When I pull up, I'm in something clean. Does my thing. This is Custom King, and I did it.
That's
And
fire.
we gotta shoot a video with all the cars and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's bags out here, man, on the flow. You just gotta get them, boy.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And that independent hustle is different, bro. You
Yeah,
get
it
creative. You get creative because you're hitting smaller markets. You're not hitting like
Yeah.
you're not able to do just the minimum. You have to start being like, you know, thinking
Yeah.
outside the box, and it's dope.
For sure. It's
Nah,
out there,
but
man.
First off, man, we appreciate you coming out this way.
Yeah,
but
hell yeah.
you know,
Sure.
before we close it out, I want to hear what can we look forward to? What's coming up here next?
Man, every time I do anything, I'm shooting to be better than what I just did. So if you like this shit, yeah, it's gonna be topped. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. From production wise, I haven't done it. There's a lot. I look back and there's a lot I've done. But there's a lot that I haven't done yet. Like I ain't did like a storytelling, like acting, music video, or I haven't done a lot of music with female artists with singing, and like I haven't done a lot of shows. You know what I'm saying? Like I've turned down a lot of shows this year just because my big headed ass was gonna be headliner. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's a lot of room of growth for me that I see, and for the label. So a lot more. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and I'm
dope.
shooting for. You go back and you'll see like album. I'd probably drop like an album a year type shit. Oh, that shit is done. Like I don't give a fuck what I'm going through. I'm forcing my hand, and I'm shooting for 3 projects a year at the very least. You know what I'm saying? And it's June. Already got 2 in. You know.
It's hella good.
Yeah. So I'm
Halfway
shooting for-
through the year, you already got what 2/3 of the way through that.
Yeah, I'm shooting for maybe a collab album next, just to help because I did 2 solos already, and probably just save a solo for next year, like kicking off the year or something like that. But yeah, man, just doing what I'm doing in a higher fashion, you know, in a major way. You know what I mean? And just better all the way around, from beats and all that. You know.
Speaking into existence, who do you want to get that collab album with? Who's your dream collab album?
Man, I ain't even tripping on what I want to do. I got so much shit. I've been had an Ace. Me and Ace had a Belly album.
Okay.
I've always wanted to do an album, a song based on the movie Belly. But I know the cover is with another artist, so I'm like, I gotta wait till I get somebody with that chemistry, and it just kind of fit. Belly of the Valley, you know what I'm saying? It's like 9
That's a dope
songs.
idea.
Yeah, we got that. Shit's gonna be dope. I got a project with So For Real CN. I got a lot of shit. But man, to speak some shit to existence, man, since you opened that door, man, they asked me that in the last podcast, bro. When I left, I was like, fuck, I should have said this. But man, it's the same thing. Kind of put me on the spot, bro. Man, there's so many artists, bro. It's too much. It's like asking what's your favorite movie on the spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's a lot out there. My boy Mark Ford just got me on a song, and then he put some footwork in and got Cosmo on that motherfucker too.
Okay.
So that's an accomplishment for me. I would say I want to work with Cos, but that kind of already just played it, so just landed in my lap. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some solo shit for him. I want to get some more shit with Young Chowder. Man, collab albums though. That's a lot. That's a big one. Probably Sugar Free. Probably some player shit, some tuxedos or something.
That's lit.
Probably man, what artist am I fucking with, man? I want to do a Tonight Show with DJ Fresh. That's always been a goal of mine. I think that'll be dope.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
Probably shit, I could be here all day.
Give
me the time.
Is that how long you got?
How long we got, man?
Yeah, Tonight Show's pretty original. I like that idea. That's what people say.
Yeah, DJ Fresh got that fool.
I like this one with Currency. Currency has a
that one's dope. Yeah. He's been doing that for years, man. But man, it's a lot of artists. I know when I leave here, I'm gonna be pissed. Like Cocaine, you know what I'm saying? Jelly Roll. I want to grew up off his sound too. Like Mad Dog was the first people I was hearing. Like the East Siders, and they got a lot of cocaine. And he does. People that don't know him, he's out of Pomona, California. Does a lot of singing, hooks, and just ambiance. Like I think that'll be dope. It would complement my style well. This we did like a whole little EP or something like that would be dope. Man, like I said, I could keep going, bro. Give me enough time. Man. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, bro.
It's a lot to be coming. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of old shit, unfortunately, that's gonna be dropping. That's new to the people that I'm gonna cringe at because my flow then adapted. You know what I'm saying? And improve. But yeah, man. At least 3 projects a year. You know, a whole lot of more content. About to get a camera, y'all gonna see my face a whole lot more. So get used to that.
That's dope.
Ready to see the behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Get some access behind Truly Goonie and TS. I mean, TG.
Might have to get a collab song. Maybe this one.
Oh yeah,
vlog collab.
We haven't. We don't got a song together, huh?
Nah, yeah, no.
You still making music? Oh man,
I've been lagging the angle. I gotta put some fire under my ass.
We'll put something together, man.
Definitely.
Bring the cameras and get the whole journey.
Oh yeah, we could go to the studio session with this. Yeah. Set the whole thing up. You guys get the whole thing behind the scenes.
Yeah, from the selection of beats or whatever.
Let's go.
That's right.
More content.
No, for sure. So one last thing you can leave to, your supporters, the fans. It could be a little bit of advice, something you just want to say to end it off. You have any advice or anything?
Just do what comes natural. Do what you love. Find out what you love. Find out, dissect what you're doing naturally, what you gravitate towards too, and manipulate the situation or whatever it is, and bend it and mold it to where you can try to get some money out of it. That's what I'm doing, and it's been working for me. You know what I'm saying? Found out what I liked. And there's times in my career where I wasn't making no money. I got like, fuck that. I'm doing a merch run and put up a little couple hundred, seen a couple thousand back. There's ways out here to make money with what you love. And you're not making no money with streams. Just use your music videos as commercials to keep your name lit and go make some money another way. Whether that be features, people do merches, like you could promote to wear somebody's merch on the show or a podcast or something like that. There's ways out here to make money. So find out what you love, what you gravitate towards too, and manipulate the situation and put it in your pocket, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That should be fruitful. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you again, bro, for coming through. I know it was a little bit of a drive, but we appreciate it, man.
It's all good.
We'll have to do it
Appreciate
again,
y'all.
part 2.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
And we're
double
gonna have the
bag
bottle.
with-
We're gonna have the bottle for
Double
you
back
next
with
time.
some yak, man.
Yeah, we'll have the
sure.
bottle for you next time.
We'll
for
have
sure.
one and then one half empty.
Yeah, that's right.
No,
Appreciate y'all.
definitely. But
Yeah.
thank you again, truly, Goonie.
show that.
You know, guys, if you
Show.
haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, do the damn thing. Let us know
Yours
what you
truly
guys-
out now. Yours truly out now, man. Go fuck with it.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all.
Run up those
Unquestionable
streams.
Podcast. We out here.